Welcome, King Jason. May the blessings of Apollo's light shine upon you. What can Pandora, a humble fortune teller and follower of the sun god, do for you?
What type of fortunes do you tell?
I ask a person questions about their relationships with their fellow man. Then I interpret their responses and align them with the constellations of the stars.
Let's see what fortune you can see.
A man's most difficult choices involve the relationships he has with others. Which of these relationships shall we explore first?
Duty to king and country. Let us speak of that.
You are a scout in a king's army. A neighboring kingdom threatens your border. A fragile treaty keeps the peace, and you have orders to honor it. On patrol, you spot a soldier from the opposing kingdom hurriedly racing back to his side of the border. From where he was on your side, you see a scratched pattern on the ground, a signal for an invading force. What do you do?
I chase after the soldier and slay him on his own land. Treaty or no.
Your answer is guided by the constellation Lupus, the wolf. Of what shall we speak of next?
Let's speak of my fellow men.
You are a shepherd. You suspect a neighbor who is neither kin nor friend of opening your gate and grazing his flocks on your land. This shepherd's pastures lie between yours and the great forest. The wolves have been emerging from the forest in force this year and have claimed many of his flock. The wolves have spared your sheep while they grow fat on his. What do you do?
I'd recognize that I benefit at his expense. He serves as a buffer between my sheep and the wolves. I would suggest that we work together to solve the problem.
I feel the sway of the constellation Libra, the scales, in your answer. Of what shall we speak of next?
Speak of friendship, the bonds between comrades.
You are a poor guard, as is your closest friend. You learn that someone has stolen the devotional offerings from the local temple. You discover it was your friend who did this. His wife is very sick and requires medicine he cannot afford. He offers to split the money with you if you keep his secret. A large reward and a likely promotion await you if you arrest him. What do you do?
I would let him keep all the money. He's my friend and he has need. The temple be damned.
Here, I sense the stars of the constellation Lupus, the wolf, in your response. Now we have only the matter of family to discuss. Two suitors vie for your daughter's hand. One is a prince who will lift your entire family in stature and wealth, but your daughter doesn't love him. The other is a lowly farmer whose land is poor, but whose heart is rich with your daughter's love. If she marries the prince, there will be peace for 100 years, but she will live a short and unhappy life. If she marries the farmer, she will live long and happily, but the land will be plunged into brutal warfare. To whom do you give your blessing?
I'd refuse to let my daughter marry either man, and so avoid both fates.
In this matter, your answer aligns with the constellation Centaurus, the centaur.
So, Pandora, what fortune do you read in my responses?
For you, duty stands behind your personal sense of honor. Instinct is your truest guide. In society, the common good is the highest goal. You believe people should work together to solve their collective problems. The bonds of friendship run deep with you. For friends in need, there is nothing you wouldn't do. You have a strong bond with family. You do not act independently of your family, but collectively, together. Your dominant constellation is Lupus, the wolf. Wherever your path leads, you will race forward headlong without fear. Your choices have shed much light on the man who stands before me. I hope you have found my humble fortune illuminating in some small way.
I did. Thank you. Does Apollo grant you the gift of foresight? Is that why you're a fortune teller?
I'm certainly not an oracle or even a seer, but I have some knowledge of the stars and their influence on men.
And besides prophecy, why else do you follow Apollo?
Oh, Apollo rules over much more than that. He is the sun god, he who commands the sun. Civilization, music, and order, all of these are noble things.
What of Apollo's virtues? Do they have an effect on your work?
Nobility of purpose, a studious and open mind, compassion. These are the virtues I strive to uphold. There is a reason good men ask Apollo to bless their shields. He favors those whose purpose is true and who fight only to defend what's noble and right.
I must be going, Pandora. Be well.
Apollo bless you.
Here, Diaphanes, renowned architect, was shown by Apollo the temple and palace he was to build. As he gazed up at the cliffs, he was blinded by a beam of light. Shielding his eyes, he saw the outline of ghostly buildings high above. And thus the palace of the Kings of Iolcus was built to honor the vision he had been given.
Look who finally decides to grace us with his presence! King Jason himself! It only took you all day!
You are welcome on Iolcus, Zeno. What can I do for you?
You can spare me your honeyed words for a start. I didn't come all this way from Thessaloniki for your hospitality. My brother already suffered that fate.
I am sorry for Menander's loss. May he find his way to Elysium.
Not good enough. No, not by a long way, King of Iolcus. There must be compensation, tribute. Your lands here are rich. Your herds are fat. Clearly you've grown soft with Zeus's favor shining down upon you. Things are much different on the rocky soil of Thessaloniki. A hard life makes men tough. But you Iolcans wouldn't know about that.
Save your insults, Thessalonia. Why don't you just say what it is you want?
I will bring my brother's body home. And with it, my ship will be full of Iolcan wheat and sheep. And then, each year, on the anniversary of Menander's death, you will send 10 girls on the cusp of womanhood to me. Never! This is what I demand in tribute to the memory of my murdered brother.
My guards fought valiantly to save all those who could be saved. Your brother's death was a tragedy, and I grieve his passing. But I will not compound that tragedy by paying you off and sending innocent girls to you.
You tell him, King Jason! I am not here to negotiate. If you refuse my demand, then my men and I will take our own revenge.
You disgrace your brother's memory with this display.
The lure of tribute brought him here. He doesn't care about his brother's memory.
Do I not? You will see how much his honor means to me. Consider yourself challenged, Warden.
Name your terms.
My men and I against you and your behemoth. Your guards will take no retribution against me after I kill you. When you fall, I take my brother's body and the tribute I have named back to Thessaloniki.
No, don't do it!
And your stake?
I hold here my brother's mace, a weapon worth more than anything on Iolcus. Blessed by Poseidon himself. This will be my stake.
No one wants it.
No. You will swear here and now, before these witnesses, that your family will make no further claim for tribute. Should any try to do so, they will forfeit the honor of your family name.
Very well. So I swear. So swears Zeno of Thessaloniki.
Tell us when. You boys take all the time you need.
Jason of Iolcus dies today! Kill them!
Take your brother home, Zeno.
I won't forget this, Jason.
Leave the mace.
What?
Your stake. Do you forget?
Bah! A curse on Iolcus!
It is a fine mace. Do you think it really was blessed by Poseidon?
Who knows?
One thing's certain. It'll see more honor with you than that fool.
Be careful, King Jason. He had a witch with him earlier. She may still be around.
A witch.
You don't know that, Thaddeus.
You should have seen her. Markings all over her body. And she was asking about the assassin.
More like demands, really. Did any of us see him? Where did he come from? She was very interested, all right.
And what she looked like?
Strange. Foreign-like. No Iolcan woman would wear the dress she's wearing, I'll say that.
And she's got these markings, tattoos and such all over. Legs and feet and arms and face.
Dark hair. Piercing eyes. Clean her up a bit. She could be passably fair, I suppose.
Why, you dirty old goat! That's enough of you.
Yanula, please. I'm just trying to give the king a good description.
Did she say what her purpose was?
We asked that. She said, Wolves always hunt in packs. Thought that a strange reply myself.
Mostly, she was just pressing. Almost brought my wife to tears. She's keen on it, I tell you. Intense. Like she's got urgent business.
Where is she now? Did you see her leave?
That we did. That Xenoman was yelling up a storm, and I saw her slink off.
It was real strange. She had her ears perked like she was listening for something. Then, all of a sudden, she pricks up, and she was off like a bolt toward the Crypt of Kings.
I heard her say under her breath, "I've got you now," as she ran off. I swear on Olympus.
Thank you. I'll find her and see what she's up to. Here landed King Trion's spear, humbling the Athenian Polysede. Drunk from the king's feast, the famed warrior boasted that no yoken man could match his throne. For the honor of his kingdom, King Trion took up his challenge. Great Athena led Trion her skill, and he unleashed a throw so mighty that boastful Polysede was stricken mute with shame.
I was raised in a village like this. Long time ago.
Here was born Amphinome, wife of King Trion. Though a farmer's daughter, she was gifted by the gods with beauty and virtue. Such was her grace that Hera blessed her union with the king, and so she became Queen of Iolcus. My mother, a fine queen indeed. Here lies the entrance to the cave of Amalthea. Fearing the jealousy of Cronus, Rhea gave to Amalthea her infant son Zeus to hide and protect. In this hot refuge, Amalthea nurtured the newborn god. Safe from the sight of Cronus, the cries of Zeus were masked by the sounds of the moving rock and the searing flame. Glory to Amalthea, who saw that Zeus was safely raised until he could challenge his father Cronus. Here lies the Crypt of Kings, the final resting place of the royal family of Iolcus. In this crypt are kings and queens, wardens and champions of Zeus. May their honor live forever.
Lith on you all, many babawiai!
The great Medea, how far the mighty have fallen. Your power has grown feeble.
Has it? Inari! Forgive me. I lost myself again.
Are you all right?
I am weak, but it will pass.
That Black Tongue called you Medea. I assume that's your name?
It is.
It's time for answers, Medea.
Then ask your questions, Jason.
Who was that man you killed?
His name was Siklos. Typical Black Tongue. Cruel, devious, and fanatical. When I heard of the attack here, I came as quickly as I could. Their assassins never work alone.
How would you know that?
You see the markings I still bear? Are they not answer enough? In another life, I was one of them. Until I realized the powers I gained came with a terrible price.
Your sorcery nearly killed all of us. Do you have no control over it?
There was a time no follower of Hecate could hope to match me. Now when I call upon the full might of my powers, it threatens to overwhelm me.
Medea, do you know why the Black Tongues targeted my wife?
I don't know why, but I know this is not their first attempt. They tried before when she was a babe on Mycenae.
What?
When your wife was born, King Lycomedes traveled to Delphi and spoke to the oracle Pelagia. Whatever he was told, it got the Black Tongue's attention. Assassins were dispatched to both Mycenae and Delphi. Lycomedes thwarted the attempt on your wife, and the assassin Lysander failed to eliminate the oracle Pelagia. It's said he fell in love with her, and together they fled, never to be seen again.
So that's why Lycomedes waged his war.
Yes. His name was cursed by every Black Tongue in Greece.
Medea, I seek to restore my wife. The Black Tongues are at the heart of what's happened here. Your knowledge of them would be helpful. And in return, I offer you allies in your fight.
If you try to bring her back, the Black Tongues will flock to you like moths to a flame. There'd be no need to chase after them.
Go to my ship. Tell Argos to give you a room.
Jason, are you sure about this?
Your friend is right, Jason. I am not safe to be around. I sometimes lose myself, as you have seen.
We can keep your power warded. That is, if you are willing.
It would be the only way. Very well, King of Iolcus. I will hunt with you and lend what aid I can. I will prepare the wards to secure your ship.
Far too much sorcery being cast about for my liking. Why did you ask her along, Jason? How can you trust her?
There are forces at work we know little about. Prophecies, like Lycomedes, the Black Tongues. Knowledge I can hold on to as an advantage. Besides, you saw what she did to that assassin. This is the war armor of the Kings of Iolcus. Last worn by my father, Trion. I have never had occasion to don this armor. I'd hoped I never would. But Iolcus needs me now. Her queen needs me. The journey ahead may be difficult. This piece of Iolcus will journey with me.
When the way ahead looks daunting, remember who you fight for. Iolcus is more than its fair fields and proud bluffs. It is mother to us all. We do not stumble over mountains, my son. We stumble over stones. Step safely over every stone, and you will cross the mountain.
Now, to see about our ship and Delphi. To the docks.
Now that is a boat.
Greetings, King Jason. I am the dockmaster, Nestus. May Athena's 5 virtues be with you always.
Do you follow the Virgin Goddess?
Aye, sir. I make my devotions to Athena. I find her principles help me lead an ordered and disciplined life. That comes in handy when you oversee the motley pack that works these docks.
Athena's wisdom must prove a help when dealing with old Argos.
That it does. But that's not the only province of Athena's rule that I take interest in. Athena is the goddess of justice. In the village, I hear petitions too trivial for your attention. She is also the goddess of crafts, strategy, and military war. All worthy disciplines. Truly, the domains of my goddess form the core of good society.
You mentioned the 5 virtues of Athena. What are they?
Wisdom, justice, courage, discipline, and humility. These are the 5 virtues of a worthy life. I strive each day to achieve these qualities. Some days are harder than others.
Row us out to the ship, Nestus.
Of course, sir.
Jason, how are you? My heart broke when I heard what happened. This ship was to be a wedding gift. Now it's something else, I suppose.
Perhaps it still will be, Argos. Is she ready to sail?
Aye, she's girded and fit for open waters.
Good. I have her maiden destination. Delphi.
Delphi? What in Hades do you want to go there for?
I have questions that need answers. Answers I can only find on Delphi.
Argos, do you know the way?
I've sailed most every patch of sea in Greece, but I've never seen the shores of Delphi. Part of me thinks it's just a myth.
There are tales of heroes who've been there.
Aye, and each claims it's in a different place. I'm sorry, Jason. I can't steer you there.
Elias said he would look into it. We should check back with him.
Now what about this Medea woman? She says you told her to come aboard. Nearly scared me half to death. She just walked up behind me in the deck house. No rowboat, no nothing.
It's all right. She'll be coming with us to Delphi.
It's your ship, but you need to see what she's done to her quarters below decks.
Very well, Argos. I will.
It's irregular.
Keep the ship ready. We'll go see if Pelias has learned how to get to Delphi.
That boat will turn heads in every port from here to Athens. You ever wish for a normal life, Jason?
I don't know.
Hail, sir.
Hail, sir.
Don't bother the warden. Don't mind him, sir. He's just some fool kid.
It's no bother. What's your name?
Sinon. Reporting for duty, sir.
Excuse me?
I'm here to join the guard, sir. You must need replacements after the attack. I'm ready to serve.
How old are you?
Old enough to wield a sword and shield.
But not yet a razor, it would seem.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, Sinon. Come back in a year or two.
King Jason, I beg you. My father was one of your servants. He died in the attack. Now my mother wants to leave for Thrace. I won't do it. Let me fight for you. Let me avenge my father.
I'm not so thin on able bodies yet. Train hard, and then come back when you're older.
You're making a mistake. One day I'll be the best warrior on all of Iolcus. You'll see.
Strange lad.
Insolent, too.
He means well, I'm sure. Come, Hercules.
Jason, I found something.
The way to Delphi?
Perhaps. It's an old chart, crude and rough, but it does show an island marked only as Oracle's Rock. It lies far to the west.
the west.
I've sent the chart down to Argos at the ship. At least it might offer a place to start your search.
Thank you, Uncle.
Jason, what of Iolcus? Your journey may take some time.
You can watch over her, Pelaius. I trust you.
My place is as an advisor, not a leader.
I am your nephew, Pelaius, but I am also your king. I must leave Iolcus in safe hands. I am not asking you.
If this is truly your will, then I cannot say no. So be it, Jason. I live to serve.
I knew I could count on you. Now all that's left is to take my leave of Alcime in the mausoleum.
Medea should be aboard the ship by now.
Medea?
The former Black Tongue. She has agreed to journey with us. Her knowledge should prove valuable.
Jason, are you sure? Once a Black Tongue, always a Black Tongue.
I trust her, and she'll be watched. Don't worry.
Things have happened so fast. I see great deeds ahead of you, Jason. Do not worry about Iolcus. Anyone who would do her harm must come through me.
Offered up to Zeus.
Just 2? My people sacrificed 3 fatted bulls, 6.
They were sending a message to all Greeks. We must prepare for war.
Ionia would not be so bold to take Western
So I thought.
How can you be so cold?
Your builders
Terrible
are
enough,
skilled
what
to have remade the temple so quickly.
Gods of Olympus, I make to you this vow. I will not see Iolcus again until I have found a way to bring her back. Bless and guide me on the voyage to come. Protect Alcime, and watch over my kingdom until I return.
I think now would be a good time.
Who's there?
Jason, King of Iolcus, Warden of Zeus. I am Apollo.
Apollo?
Your patron gods support your purpose. I speak for myself and my fellow Olympians, Ares, Athena, and Hermes.
A great injustice has been done to you. To murder a bride during her wedding is a crime that defies all virtue.
And it was my descendant who was killed. Alcime is a daughter of Ares. She must be avenged.
Your purpose is an unusual one. To restore the dead breaks rules both human and divine.
Come, Jason. We each would speak to you and grant you our blessings. Approach these statues so that we may speak further.
Ares, Lord of Battle, I thank you for your support.
Perhaps you can find a way to bring her back. Perhaps not. But there is one thing certain. The Black Tongues will stand against you. The only question a warrior ever need ask is, who is my enemy? Now that you know yours, put your mind to the battle ahead. I'll count every Black Tongue death a worthy offering.
And what of your boon, Ares? Have you nothing to offer Jason before his quest?
Boons. Unlike you, Athena, the Lord of Battle does not offer gifts. The Lord of Battle rewards the worthy.
I would think Jason's actions following the murder of his wife would have pleased even you.
Against Ionians, ha! Let him fight my own warriors. Then I'll judge his worthiness. Warden, to the west of your palace lies the cave of Amalthea. Long has it been sealed, and with it the challenges that lie inside. Go there if you wish to earn my boon. A warrior who thinks long lives short. Trust your instincts, Warden.
Swift Hermes, thank you for your support.
Let us speak of the unknown, Jason. Let us speak of death, the greatest unknown there is. Your wife has not been given last rites. I cannot guide her to the underworld. In time, her body will return to the earth, and her spirit will lose its way. If she lingers long enough, she will be lost forever.
Then I must hurry.
You interest me, Jason. I admire how you embrace the impossible. Should you accomplish what you seek, all the rules will have changed. I will see that you are given a chance. I will watch over Alcime's spirit and protect her body for a time. Let that be my gift to you.
Hermes, thank you.
It won't last forever, Jason. Remember, sooner or later, all messages must be delivered. Strength wanes, beauty fades, only wit grows day by day.
Sun God, Apollo, I am grateful for your support.
Your purpose is a noble one, driven by a pure and true love. Never lose hope, Jason, even in the dark times that lie ahead. With hope in his heart, man can accomplish the impossible.
I travel first to Delphi, to consult with your oracle.
She will help you find your way.
We are not sure of the route. Can you tell me where Delphi lies?
Delphi cannot be found through any chart. Delphi only exists for those who truly need it. You already know the way to Delphi, Jason. When you set sail, steer where your heart tells you. If your resolve and your purpose are true, you will find what you seek.
Thank you, Apollo.
Remember, Jason, an open mind is infinitely more powerful than a closed fist.
Wise Athena, your support fills me with hope.
Your path to this point has been a virtuous one. But obstacles lie ahead that will challenge the very principles you hold dear. Take care that in saving your wife, you do not lose yourself.
I understand.
May your spear never be lost so long as your path is righteous. That is my gift to you.
I am honored.
Preparation is the spear whose point is victory. Do not forget.
You have spoken with each of your patron gods. May your deeds be honorable.
Your actions just.
Your battle valorous.
And your travels fraught with excitement.
We will be watching, Jason. Now, everything depends on you.
There is a way, and I will find it.
I've been thinking, Jason.
You and me both.
The road ahead may be long and difficult. What I mean to say is, I want to help.
You've already done more than I have a right to ask. Hercules of Thebes, I thank you. I am forever in your debt.
There's no debt between friends. I know you do the same for me.
We may have to check with Argos, see how much weight his ship can handle.
Very amusing.
King like Medes asked Jason for his daughter back? No, but if he did, Jason would have
Unheard of. Attacking Iolcus?
Those Ionians must be mad to risk the wrath of Zeus.
They are barbarians who worship the old gods. They don't even acknowledge Zeus.
Like I said, they're mad. But why come here? Seems like a remote place to attack.
Perhaps I should do the same as a show of humility. Servant.
You were saying?
Here did Iolcum, favored of Zeus, defeat the giant Typhor to claim these lands. Iolcum vowed that he and his descendants would forever honor Zeus and protect his sacred island. And so was founded the Kingdom of Iolcus.